Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. I hope you're having a great day. You clicked on this video because you want to know what is going on with Fortnite Android. Where is it? When's it being released? What is happening? Now before we get into this, I want to take the time to ask you two questions, and that is, what mobile device do you game on? Are you an Android user? Are you an iOS user? The other question I want to ask you guys is, have you ever purchased a battle pass for Fortnite? Anyway, we was expecting and hoping there was going to be an Android release during E3. There was a release for Fortnite, but it was not on Android. Now in today's video, I have this video jam-packed with news and information, everything you need to know from people who actually attended E3. You're not going to see like another YouTube video where it's like, oh, it's coming this day or that day. Guys, there is no official release day or date for Fortnite Android. There is a rough estimation, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. Now if you do enjoy this, and you want to be kept up to date as much as possible with Fortnite Android, all you gotta do is be sure to hit that like button and make sure you have notifications on. So E3 took part last week. There was tons and tons of games announced. Fortnite was revealed, but it was for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is kind of scummy in a way from Epic Games. The reason why, guys, is because Fortnite released on the mobile device on iOS. It's still only available on iOS at this moment. Now, when it was announced on iOS, everyone was like, great, it's on iOS. It's coming to the mobile devices very, very soon, such as iOS and Android. Now, we're a couple of months in now, and we still don't have the Android release. So where is it? What is going on? So I did bring you guys a video, I think it was like 4 weeks ago, explaining to you that the Android version would be delayed even more because there was rumors that Fortnite was coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's true, I've got it, I've played it. Now, it was always going to happen. They were always going to favor a console over a mobile device. That's just the way the gaming community is. You have to remember, on PS4, Fortnite has been downloaded over 80 million times. On Xbox, it's something like 60 million. On PC, it's something crazy. On iOS, it's a couple of million. And in the space of 24 hours, Fortnite on Nintendo Switch was downloaded 2 million times. Now, that is absolutely insane. Fortnite is breaking incredible records, but it's still missing from one community. So let's do a little bit of a breakdown. Let's start off with the official trailer that Fortnite released for Nintendo Switch. Fortnite on Nintendo Switch, play free now. Now that video has near enough 2 million views already. It has 1.6k dislikes. And most of the people who disliked it are people who are waiting for Android. Now, a lot of people are disliking it because they want Android, but people are more disappointed for the fact that Epic Games haven't told us what is going on with the Android version, why it was delayed in the first place. The overall community has been like, well, the only reason why we could think of is because there's so many different Android devices. And I'm telling you now, guys, Fortnite on Android is more than likely going to be releasing on the higher end devices, the way it was for iPhones. I think you needed like an iPhone 6 Plus and above to be able to play it. Put it this way, I purchased the brand new iPad Pro because I was playing Fortnite on the iPad Air 2 and it was absolutely garbage. So you do have to take into consideration that there is tons and tons of different Android devices. Now, if you go over to the official Fortnite video comment section, you are going to see things like this. You can see the top comment says, please add it on Android. Many players would play it. The next one says Android. The next one says, what about Android? Fortnite on Android. So many people want on Android. The next page, Android. You made it for Nintendo Switch, but not on Android. What is going on? So as you guys can see, the whole entire comment section is filled with a mass amount of people waiting for it on Android. Now, I do have some backed up information. Like I explained to you, there was tons and tons of companies that went to E3. Fortnite had a massive booth. It was pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure you also seen the Fortnite AM as well. That was also pretty cool. So obviously all the questions were asked towards Epic Games. So yo, what's going on with Android? Why haven't you released it for the community? Android has way more sales than the likes of the iOS community in terms of like devices. Now, the only reason I can think of is pure and simply down to so many devices. But this article, which I will leave down below in the description, says the Epic Games Battle Royale experience goes from strength to strength with more content and features set to go live later in 2018. Other developers are also trying to emulate the same success for themselves, with titles such as Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 5 adding BR experiences too. This is mainly because Fortnite is one of the biggest games in the world and its reach is only going to expand this summer. Listen to this part. This will be through the new Fortnite Android release date, which is set to land before the end of September. That's what Epic Games confirmed in their most recent update on the subject. And while fans were hoping to hear more about the mobile port this week during E3, there's nothing to suggest that it won't arrive before October. Another Fortnite port has been grabbing headlines this week, although not always for the right reasons. While the Fortnite Switch release has been deemed a big success for Epic Games, having already been downloaded by millions of players, it hasn't been without controversy. Now, all that controversy is coming because everyone waited for the Android version. So basically, Epic Games prioritized the Switch version, Nintendo Switch, over the Android release. Now, I kind of understand that from a business perspective, but it was kind of scummy on the Android community because I know there are thousands of you guys who are Android players. You don't really play on iOS. You're simply waiting for the Android release. Now, as you guys did hear then, it's going to be releasing before September. Now, we're now in June, kind of quite far into June. Obviously, you got June, July, August, September. It is rumored, it's only a rumor, to be releasing at the end of July, the beginning of August. Now, obviously, Fortnite, Epic Games are going to want to release this during summertime, so you guys, the Android community, can enjoy the Fortnite version on Android before going back to school. That is a massive priority for Epic Games. A lot of companies do this. Summer is a big time for games. A lot of people are off. There's going to be a lot of game time, and I know you guys really wanted to play this. The next bit of information on the same page that I have, it says, however, when it comes to big Fortnite mobile releases, there is plenty of questions left to be answered. Fans want to know if there will be a mobile beta, something that was used for the iOS launch. That could mean waiting to play the game or having to apply for a chance to be one of the first to test it out. This seems likely based on how large the Android market is. If not a beta, then Epic Games may instead opt for a gradual global rollout as a way to avoid overloading the servers. Epic Games recently narrowed down the window for the launch, which means fans can at least prepare somewhat. The Fortnite Android release date has now been penciled in for the summer, giving Epic Games just a few more months to get everything right. While Android users aren't traditionally high spenders than the iOS counterparts, extending the game to a new platform can only help to boost profits and user engagement. Epic Games confirmed their plans to release Fortnite Android by September, the traditional end date for summer, but didn't commit to an actual month. So you can see here that Epic Games are working on Android. They want to get it out, but they can't commit to an official release date because of so many different complications. Now, another big problem that is going to be for the community is the fact that Android has so many players. There are so many players for the Android community. There could be a slight issue. Not all of you are going to get the chance to play it straight away because, as explained, when it first came out for iOS, there was a beta. Even I didn't make the beta. Now, it only took like a week and a half for them to fully release it, but it's going to be so frustrating if they do introduce another beta and not all of you guys get inside of it. I know there's obviously going to be APKs going around, and specifically talking about APKs, guys, listen to me carefully. Do not download anything that says Fortnite APK. Do not download anything at all. There has been tons and tons of fake Fortnite APKs going around. One, they are viruses. Two, they are stealing your bank details and your money. And three, Fortnite on Android is not available. You can see it right here. I went on Google, I simply typed in Fortnite Battle Royale Android APK and you can see it. Download Fortnite Battle Royale Mobile APK for Android and iOS. Fortnite Android Beta from FortniteAndroid.app is a total scam. They are all scams. The top one has like a 4-star rating out of 5. They are all scams. I've seen so many of you complain to me in the comment section saying, Echo, this YouTuber told me to download this APK and I got a virus. Guys, don't listen to anybody. Listen to me. I guarantee you I will always bring you the latest information, the correct information. Do not download anything at all. So hopefully you can kind of go away from this video with a little bit more information. Just to put it in a nutshell, Android Fortnite was not released or announced during E3. It is coming before the end of summer, August, September time, probably most likely. But again, I'll keep you updated. And the final thing I want to let you guys know is that there's going to possibly be a beta. So guys, once there's a beta page, I'll let you guys know. Have a great day, stay beautiful, and of course, I'll catch you next time. Bye!